Namaskar from the Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium. Now, Birsa Munda was a freedom fighter, and tonight we're going to see two battle royales. It's semi-final time in the Hero Hockey India League, and first up we have the Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers taking on the Tamil Nadu Dragons. Tigers finishing top of the ladder, the Dragons in fourth, having managed to get the point they needed to make the semi-finals in their final game. It's do or die for both these teams. Well, hopefully you'll stay with us for the next hour and you will ride that journey with us. Plenty of support from those young Tamil Nadu Dragons fans, and we're going to go pitch side though to find out who gets the first advantage from the toss.
Hello Rarh. Welcome to the first semi-final of the Hero Hockey India League between Tamil Nadu Dragons and Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers. मेरे साथ दोनों captains हैं Rupinder Pal Singh and Amit Rohidas, and it's time for the toss.
Ball first. Yes.
The Dragons have won the toss and they will start the play.
Well, once again, we see the Dragons win the toss and opt to start the game as the umpires make their way out, and we have Raghu Prasad from India, James Uncles of Australia, and Deepak Joshi of India will be our video umpire tonight. The man with the flag, he's back. If the two captains come out, Rupinder Pal and Amit Rohidas played alongside each other in the blue shirts of India, so they know each other supremely well. And as we know, Rupinder Pal missed the last game, Afan Yusuf too, as they just wanted to rest the players and make sure they were in peak fitness for today's game. The players again will go through the normal ritual before the game can get underway, and that gives us a chance to turn our attention to the team lineups, and I can tell you that it's going to be a battle of the Irish goalkeepers tonight. Jamie Carr will be in goal for the Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers, and their back four is going to be tested. It will be Rupinder Pal playing, you think, in the middle with Tim Cross wide, Gautier Bokard and Jugraj Singh. But up front, they have to link with the midfield. Abhishek and Sukhjit are crucial, and can Dokye get those goals? Also look out for Afan coming off the bench.
The Tigers in the last minute huddle with the final bit of instructions, trying to just pump up each other and get the best out of this game and maybe walk through to the finals. But for the Tamil Nadu Dragons, I can tell you David Hart will be starting in the goal. Anand Lakra, Amit Rohidas, Yip Yansin and Kotajit Singh bringing up the back. Mohammad Rahil, who had a great game last time around. Tom Craig and Martin Zwicker, central midfield. Look out for Selvam Karthi, Uttam Singh and Blake Govers. They are the ones who have been getting them the goals.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
And it is the Dragons that get the first semi-final underway. Blake Govers throws it long, and it will be a 16 for the Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers in the white.
Intentions pretty clear from the Dragons, trying to draw the initiative early up, but that aerial ball a bit too long.
Dokye, a nice early touch. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. Into the circle it goes. It may break for the Tigers, but, well, brilliant defence again coming across, that time from Anand Lakra. Yeah, very little to choose between these two teams. As I mentioned, both of them dominating the Hero Hockey India League table, that they were both top. So we had the Tigers were top from rounds, well, the 10th match to the 18th match. And that's going to go, oh no, it's not. It's been kept in play brilliantly by Abhishek. Abhishek, though, trying to get inside. He's pulled the ball out. It's ricocheted out. Penalty corner won by Abhishek. Brilliant piece of individual skill by him early on.
I just thought the Dragons' defense got a little napping when the ball was deflected off. He thought it was going over the goal line. Did not really go to close it down, but Abhishek doing well, picking up the loose ball and earning his team a penalty corner, trying to go round David Hart and find the goal, but coming off the stick to Yip Yansin's hand, a penalty corner.
Now this is good news for the Tigers because they've scored the most penalty corners along with the Tufans. They've scored 12 and they've got the second best conversion rate in the competition, second to their opponents tonight at 22%. So Rupinder Pal lines up at the first battery, Jugraj at the second. They've trapped it at the top, it's hit into the first runner, but it'll be a free out, I think, for the Dragons.
Yeah, the injection of the ball so crucial for a good execution of the penalty corner, but that ball had absolutely no direction.
Amit Rohidis looks to play it into the circle. It's gone all the way through. Good save, Jamie Carr. Great cleaning up by Jugraj. Jaskaran now. Was he impeded? Yes, he was, by Karti.
Absolutely unmarked in the striking circle. But the Tigers defense just doing well to ensure they did not concede of that. There's the ball coming in and just not able to finish.
Maggi was the man lurking, but Carr did brilliantly. 45 seconds left in this first quarter of this first semi-final. Stolen by the Tigers. A little bit of space now for Abhishek. Abhishek looking to go around the middle. He goes around the outside now. He's into the circle. Can he win a penalty corner? Gets to the baseline. He has. Really good play by Abhishek. Looked like there was hardly anything on, but he still managed to manufacture a penalty corner.
Initially, I thought the Dragons did well to channelize him wide, but Abhishek, with all the experience he has, did it beautifully, knew what exactly he wanted to do. Earning the Tigers another penalty corner.
Jugraj looks up at the clock. He knows there's not long left. Sam Lane is at the second battery. They go to Jugraj again. He slips it this time, but it's off target from Bokard.
Well, there was the variation. Jugraj playing the slip ball behind him, and that was played for the deflection at the second pole, but not to be.
And the hooter goes for the end of the first quarter. And it's honours even. Probably better opportunities going the way of the Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers. David Hart with a sharp save from one of the penalty corners. But I'm sure both coaches will be pretty happy with the way their teams have performed in that first quarter. 6 circle penetrations for the Tigers. Had to get a shot because it was saved by Hart. 5 circle penetrations for the Dragons. Tigers 0, Dragons 0 at the end of the first quarter. The second quarter about to get underway. Still 0-0 in this first semi-final. As you could see from those highlights, a couple of opportunities. The goalkeepers taking centre stage as the Dragons get us underway. And their form coming into this semi-final, as that's thrown to the air, intercepted well by the Tigers. As Hayden Belts was probably the worst form of all the 4 teams, because they, going from their last game, they drew, they lost, they drew, they lost, and then it was their 5th last game was the last time they had a win. But does that matter on a night like tonight when it's a semi-final, do or die?
I don't really think so. Actually, what happens in the past is something that you just put away, and it's a new day, a new game. Your intentions are different, your mindset is different, and what you do on the ground is also going to be different.
So to Rupinder Pal, he plays that in, but it goes up this time off Afan Yusuf's stick.
Always a difficult ball to pick up into the striking circle on your reverse, so when you have the defender just behind you. But if he could keep that down, could have done something with that.
So Ephraim's wins a free hit for the Dragons. It's taken quickly. Tom Craig turning on the 23, but forced laterally again across the field of play. Oh, a lovely run into the circle across the D, and it's gone in! There is the opening goal. Nathan Ephraim's, thank you very much.
So it was beautifully set up by Mohammad Rahil. Picking up the ball at the top of the striking circle, going round Rupinder Pal Singh, using the baseline, and look at that body position, perfect. Scanning for his player, finding Nathan, laying it across to him. And Nathan slamming home for the first goal.
Nathan Ephraim's his 4th goal of the Hero Hockey India League. And Ryan Van Eyck enjoyed that one. Sukhjit again, pressure at the back. Up the side they go, intercepted brilliantly by Yogesh Malik. Hayden Belts now, a little bit of space for him, but coming across is Chandan Yadev, so he goes back into the defensive line to Bokard. 6.5 minutes left in this second quarter. The Dragons with the lead in this first semi-final. The final to be played, of course, tomorrow. Van Albel just pulled away from Craig, created a little bit of space. Jaskram played that nice and early. Thought about going early into the circle was Yogesh Malik. He's delayed his pass. It squirts to the top of the circle. And then that was played into Van Albel, but too high that time by Abaran. And it's a penalty corner won by the Tigers.
Well, you don't want to make a mistake like that, especially when you're in the lead. A very soft penalty corner conceded by the Dragons. The lifted ball, play on and not 5 meters. He cannot intercept that ball.
So Sam Lane at the first battery, Rupinder Pal at the second. Will they go to Rupinder? No, they go to Lane. And they try something else. Sukhjit tried to stay. But again, Amit Rahidis just so calm under pressure. It's gone wide now for the Tigers. Playing it in again, but it can't reach Lane. Good work being done. Uttam just kept it in play. And he runs into it, player lifted it up there. I thought that was above the knee, but free hit goes to the Dragons.
Colin Batch will be disappointed with the execution of that penalty corner. Didn't seem to have an idea of what they wanted to do. They were looking at a variation, and look at Colin Batch.
Skipping down the sideline. Once again, lovely little pass infield. Good cleaning up at the back though by Bokard. And Bokard, a little shimmy, takes him past Rahil. Abhishek will collect that. Abhishek one-on-one, dinks it across. Can they finish? They can indeed. Abhishek sets up Pardeep, and the Tigers are level.
The brilliance of Abhishek. Not for nothing, is he rated amongst the best strikers up front. Very unselfishly just setting it across David Hart for an easy tip in. Look at him just looking David Hart come out. Beautifully set up. And 1 goal apiece.
Pardeep was calm enough to take the touch and then just push it into the empty goal. And Colin Batch ecstatic. That's the time you want it. 10 seconds left on the clock before we go into the half-time break. Salisbury just running straight into Finlay. 181 goals, 95 field goals now as the hooter goes for the end of the first half and the second quarter. And it's good news for the Tigers as they've managed to restore parity. What a quarter we've just seen. David Hart, he'll be disappointed that he couldn't prevent them scoring. Blake Govers just seconds before had a great opportunity to get a shot on goal, but good defence prevented him.
Did his best to close down Abhishek, but not to be.
Well, I'm not sure if they'll be happy or disappointed, those young Dragons fans. 15 circle penetrations to 9, couple of shots each, and the key thing is the goals. As we head into halftime, it's Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers 1, Tamil Nadu Dragons 1. Well, the second half about to get underway, all tied up at 1 apiece in this first semi-final, but we've got a slight delay because I think the umpires cannot communicate with each other at the moment. It's just a slight delay. Raghu Prasad coming out now as they were just fixing his headpiece. So the countdown happening, but the game not starting when the countdown finished. But it will be the Tigers to get us underway. Technical bench gives the thumbs up, and we are now underway. Well, Ryan van Eyck, we just heard saying he didn't want his team to throw the ball in the air so much. Just what you were saying, Sandy. Maybe he's tuning in on the bench to your comments.
Very little to choose between the two teams in the first half, and I just think this is going to go down to the wire.
Anand Lakra, well, he's won a free hit, he's done well, gets the ball back from Ephraim's. Anand Lakra across the D, goes, popped up. Well, brilliant opportunism by Lakra, and a super little pass into the circle, and immediately after the restart, the Dragons have the lead back.
How easily did he do that inside the striking circle to beat Jamie Carr? He saw him down, lifted the ball and just tapped it over him. A great run along the baseline yet again. As he was falling, laid the ball across, lifted, and Jamie got down on the floor. Craig, I thought just ran into the Tigers defender, but Tigers, here they come.
Oh, what a good pass to Dokier. Dokier got underneath that one. And now we're going to, I think, have a little chat for the challenge, or they want to have a look at the challenge on Tom Craig.
I just thought he ran into Rupinder, but let's see. That's the try way off target.
It's on player yellow number 20.
Dokier here as he just goes in with the shoulder.
Oh yes, I thought so too. There was a fair bit of distance between the two, but then he just closed him down from the back and brought Tom Craig down to the ground.
Well, that'll be a major blow, and there is 10-minute yellow card for Sebastian Dokier. And that is going to be a major blow to the Tigers, you feel. Sorsby now. Amit Rohidis. Kotaji is back on, so they're back to full quota. Kotaji has plenty of space. Abhishek moves across to close him down. Janssen feeds it wide to Amit Rohidis on the right-hand side. Again, forwards working really hard now for the Tigers, trying to prevent any opportunity to go down the middle. Sorsby. Good work again by Pardeep. Now they've got space on the left. Quickly coming out was Belts here to evade that aerial pass, and Dragons not happy about it. And they're hanging in there, the Tigers. They're not going down without a fight. And it is going to be the mythical Dragons against the Tigers. That final quarter could be really exciting.
Just want to keep it safe for when they're one man down, the Tigers. And if they get a goal during this period, it's a bonus for them.
Pinder Powell just deflecting that one wide and out over the side. Raheel drops it back. With Amit Rohidis again. Yip Janssen goes out onto the left-hand side. Into the circle. Off Rapinder's stick, it'll be a long corner. Martin Zwicker makes his way across again. Just flicks it over the top into space. We've got 15 seconds to go. Over the side it goes once more from the Dragons. They need to get it forward quickly. And they do, but it goes all the way into the goal. Gersawak was coming across, but was never going to get there at the pace of that pass. Not a bad idea, though, by the Tigers late in that third quarter, which has been a really tough one. The shake of the head from Rupinder Pal. They conceded in the first minute, and then a minute later had to defend with 10 men for the next 10 minutes. And they did that exceptionally well, not allowing the Dragons to find another goal. So circle penetration still fairly even, so too the shots. But on the scoreboard, it's still Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers 1, Tamil Nadu Dragons 2. The final quarter about to get underway in this first semi-final. And the Tigers trailing by 2-1 against the Tamil Nadu Dragons. Can they find a goal back and either take us to a shootout, or one of these teams go on and get an outright victory?
Pretty challenging situation for the Tigers at the moment. They have to keep the den safe and get the goal up front.
Well, they got a long corner. That was smashed into the circle off the pads of David Hart. Long corner. Dokier back out there after his 10 minutes on the side. So played in quickly again by Raheel. Lovely deflection by Craig and all the way through. Well, that was good defending by Bocard as well to make sure that Abaran couldn't see the ball.
Yeah, he read the situation so well, did he not, Bocard? But you need to have that man at the second pole is what I always believe. Yes. Absolutely, we found those challenges in every game, did we not? We go with one team and somebody springs a surprise.
And again, a long ball thrown forward by Jugraj, and credit to Dokier, who was running desperately to try and get underneath it, but it was just too high. By Pardeep. Goes to the air, and it's brought down again, this time by Atuldeep into the circle. It's a good pass by him. Did they find the foot? Atuldeep into the deep. Peels for a penalty corner. They're going to refer this one now. The umpires confer, and it is a penalty corner.
Looking for his options, playing it across the face of the goal.
Well, penalty corner number 6 for the Tigers. Went to Wahihi School, I hope I've said that right. Jugraj straight into Amit Rohidis. Finlay played it to Lane, but Lane knocked it back outside the circle. Atuldeep now, good defence, Sorsby.
Right in the line of fire, but I think what he does so well is to play the percentage game, he gets more of these on his stick.
Squares it now, Rapinda left it behind for a second. Into the circle goes Rapinda Pal. He claims a foot, and it is a penalty corner.
And just look for the penalty corner and earn that. But can they make it count is the question.
Well, as you touched on, Amit Rohidis runs with his stick in front of his legs and takes a lot of them on the stick. He must have incredible hand-eye coordination. So Lane is at the first battery, Rapinda Pal is at the second. They go to Lane, and he's lifted it over, but it took a deflection again of who else but Amit Rohidis. Long corner, although I think Bocard was saying he wants to refer it.
Deepak?
Yes, Raghu.
Bengal Tigers are looking for a foot inside the circle. Can you please?
You gave a long corner, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I have a look.
Variation played, just delayed the pass a little.
I thought that was off the stick.
Raghu, I have an advice for you. It came from the foot of the defender. You may award a penalty corner and they keep the referee.
Just a moment, just a moment.
Unfortunately, we can't hear, so it's going to be the long corner, but the Tigers keep their referral. It's not going to please the coach too much, or the players. Bocard, and across the... Oh, it's there! Sam Lane has popped it in! The Dragons were all on their heels, and they just moved it quickly inside the circle, and Lane puts it home.
I just thought this was a well-practiced set play. Actually, the way they executed it from the long corner, not pushing men up at the moment.
Anand Lakra with a good run again, gets it into the circle. Rapinda kept it out. It's a long corner. 13 seconds remaining. Raheel goes to Sorsby. He flicks it into the air. And they're going to let that one go out of play. It's going to be a 16. There'll be no time to take it. Clock continues to count down. We are headed to a shootout. The cruelest way to lose a semi-final, but that is the fate that awaits one of these two teams. But this crowd, which has filled up, wow, have been entertained. And I think this game just sums up the Hero Hockey India League 2024-2025, how close it has been. Tigers had more circle penetrations, but they only managed the 4 shots. Dragons got 3 shots away, but the final score in regulation time is Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers 2, Tamil Nadu Dragons 2, and we're headed for a shootout. In fact, it will be David Hart going under the bar first, and Van Aubel will be the first to go for the Tigers. Picture of concentration, Florent Van Aubel. So Huda goes, Van Abel goes slightly off to the right. David Hart waits at the penalty spot. Van Abel spins, the ball came back into his body, so he's missed it. So Ephraim's to beat Jamie Ha to book the Tamil Nadu Dragons a place in the final. Ephraim's one hand on the stick, draws one way, Carr gives him a push in the back. Ephraim's, he's put it wide! Would you believe it? Dokia put it wide, now Ephraim's has put it wide. We're going into sudden death. Ludwig, well, he looked far more confident, I've got to say, the first time than he looked then.
Yeah, it's always a challenge to do it twice in the shootout.
So Moritz Ludwig went first last time. Can he beat Carr again? Turns his back, will try and draw him wide. Yes, he can! So Moritz Ludwig gives the Dragons the lead. Sukhjit now. Brave man to go forward in the sudden death to try and keep the Tigers equal. Hart comes out to the penalty spot. Sukhjit, he's got Hart on the ground. He finishes it again. Nerves of steel from Sukhjit.
Brilliant.
Blake Govers up against Jamie Carr. The crowd are enthralled. Govers goes off to the right, sets off then to the left-hand side, turns his back. Wonderful finish by Govers.
Just thought that was very smartly done. He just had a little look to see.
We'll go again. Sean Finlay, the New Zealander, up against David Hart. Finlay looks up, knocks the ball into the circle. Hart comes a long way. Oh, that is coolness. Took it from a long way out and lifted it into the top corner. Big smile on the face of Sean Finlay. So now Nathan Ephraim's. Ephraim's waits. Huta goes, his head down, looks up now, reverses into the keeper again, tries to drag him and he gets it underneath, so Ephraim's makes it 5-4 now to the Dragons. Can he make amends now and keep his team alive? This is for a place possibly in the final. Van Abel against Hart. He goes round one way, Hart's hit the deck, Van Abel, oh, did that get in time? I'm not sure it did. So Van Abel has scored. The goal will count. And the Tigers are still alive. Colin Batch puts his hand to his forehead. So Uttam now will come forward. Uttam against Jamie Carr to keep the Dragons in the shootout if he can score. Uttam goes off to the right. Carr, well, will that be a stroke? So Uttam has missed, which means that now Abhishek has the chance to book the Shrachi Rarh Bengal Tigers a place in the Hero Hockey India League final. Abhishek has to beat David Hart. He goes off to the right-hand side. Hart stands tall. Abhishek turns his back on him. Working his stick. He's put it home! Abhishek has booked the Bengal Tigers a place in the gold medal match tomorrow. And his team swamp him. He hits the ground and they're piling on top of him. What amazing scenes. And Abhishek is somewhere underneath there. Wow.
As long as they don't injure him for the finals tomorrow, I think they're all happy, are they not? But what a way to pull off a goal. Under tremendous pressure, he had to score. And how well did he do that?
Well, credit to Jamie Carr, because he played his part. David Hart making saves and he matched him save for save. And that was crucial when it went to sudden death. But you feel for the Tamil Nadu Dragons. They've been superb throughout the tournament. They were excellent in this match. And it is a cruel, cruel way to lose a semi-final.
So big congratulations to Shrachi.
What a game of hockey.
Now this team will play tomorrow in finals of
I really don't think there was a clear winner in this. Both of them deserve to win. But then the Tigers go through to the finals.